starts growling.
So the water temperature has dropped a couple degrees from 3 days ago. It was in the 60s, right?
Yeah.
Now we got 58 degrees here. Currently we're in Walker Bay looking for big fish. You know, Walker Bay has them, and it hasn't been very good yet because the fish have been colder water. They're always a little bit later. We had the early spawn this year on Leech Lake because of early ice out. And the big fish we've been catching have been coming during guide trips when we're just going through a bunch of fish. And when I've looked in Walker Bay, either the fish were super shallow or super deep, but they weren't in that 10 to 20 foot range. But now we're progressed here a couple of weeks past opener. The fish are starting to dump out to the break lines. So hopefully we're going to find these fish somewhere between 14 and 30 feet of water as they're moving up and down, getting ready for the mayflies to start hatching, and chasing shiners that are now moving out after spawn too. So that's where we're going to start. We're going to start with the deep edges in Walker Bay, and once we find them, we'll decide what we're going to do presentation-wise. But jigs and minnows, leeches, red tails, creek chubs, we brought it all, artificials, and maybe even some bobbers. So we'll start with finding fish, then we'll go from there.
There we go. Yep. Oh, watch that run.
What do you got, Toby?
Not sure. Might be a pike, might be a walleye. Put a big minnow on, so
Big minnow,
we
big
don't
fish.
know. Wasn't a super big minnow, but feels like a pretty good fish. Whatever it is, it's fun to get bit finally.
Staying down.
I just love the rigging rods. Looks like a walleye. Can get him in. Come over to this side, Nick.
I'm on this side.
Well, now he's coming back to you over here. Nice fish. That's more like it.
That's what we're after.
Yeah, that'll work. What do you think of that, Zach?
I think I got that same one in the tournament last year.
Oh, man.
Heavy.
That's what we're looking for.
I think we'd have to put that one on the card, Toby.
We would. I'm gonna need a pliers. That is a proper tournament grade Leech Lake walleye. Look at that beautiful fish, healthy too. Look at him, he's photogenic, sticking up for you. Oh, I just love him. Beautiful fish. So let's talk about it, get him quick measurement, let him go. Want to hold this for me, somebody? I'm gonna do the old through here. We want him to be good and healthy. You can see this minnow when it pops out. There we go. We'll let him have that meal. But look at that. He ate a creek chub. A beautiful fish. That's like a 27, 8, 29. Oh, Zach, we'd get 29 a quarter.
Toby, the same spot last year. I got a 28.
29 a quarter. We're gonna let him go.
Just grew a little bit.
Beautiful fish. If we don't catch another one, we're fine. We're figuring the program out. I think we'll catch a few more fish. But this has been a great show already. We're out here with our buddies. Everybody's got a fish in the boat. Has some big ones on. Hopefully we get some more. But we'll let her go. This is what the guide life's all about. Us out here on the water. We're trying to find some fish, but get a day off of guiding, but we're still looking for big ones. That's a super healthy tanker. And we're gonna let her go. What a fun bite that was. Pitched out there forward facing sonar. I've been trying to leech being stubborn because that's what worked yesterday. No bites. Jigs and minnows are for sure getting fish to bite. Finally found a big one up there and Zach found it. We tried a shiner, didn't eat a shiner. So I took a bigger creek chub presentation and he followed it a while right on the bottom. Again, these fish are looking at, you can see right here we have a shoreline break where now we're like 16 feet. These fish are just pushing out to the mud. There's just seagulls all over the place. Bugs are starting to hatch. Transition time. The big fish are finding those sand to mud transitions, and we're keying in on those opportunities. Standing up there in that wind, I felt like Lieutenant Dan up there in Forrest Gump, just bouncing and taking the storms. So, all right, you go up there and the shiner.
We're getting me to the calm spot.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit here and warm up and drink my coffee. She rocking in here today.